Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play Charming Beauty, another Yandere dating sim found on itch.io. Let's begin. Disclaimer. Charming Beauty contains dark situations based on Yandere behavior. For the reason, it is intended for older audience. This game is not suitable for children. Those who are easily disturbed and or are struggling with difference between reality and fiction. This is a work of fiction. The author does not condone the dark scenarios that may be depicted. Do not recreate them in real life. Please be careful. Read the following warnings and continue at your discretion. Yandere love interest, manipulation, snares where the MC is cursed or places curse on theirs. Implied no longer being around, RRP, and horror. Thanks for your playing Charming Beauty. Psst. Over here. You scared me. Haha, sorry. You know, I almost thought you wouldn't come. Well, I promised I would, didn't I? Hey, could you read me the story again? So that's your real reason for coming, isn't it? What, no, Hey, I'm just messing with you. Of course, I'll read it. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, where Shrek roamed the swamps, there lived a beauty who was destined for greatness. A princess to be exact. A princess who was destined to rule her kingdom. This had been her one and only true desire in life since her youth. Her name was YN. Princess YN. A name truly fit for her role as royalty. Princess YN spent much of her early adult years preparing for this moment. Though her perseverance, determination, ambition, and natural sense of leadership. I will say the writing is kind of hard to read. Her upcoming birthday would mark the day of her coronation to inherit the mantle. To be crowned ruler. No, not queen. Ruler. This is a promise to her by her parents, the king and queen themselves. In proving herself, Princess YN inherits sole rulership, and prove herself she did. The most powerful sorcerer would attend this coronation and grant the blessing upon the beauty in her newfound position. Everything was looking hopeful for the princess, for the soon-to-be ruler. Yet somehow, it seemed as though fate had our plans for the beauty. It was pitch black, warm, fuzzy, and distant. It was almost seemed as if time stood completely still. Yet, oddly enough, it felt as if time ran faster than ever. No, time wasn't frozen at all. You were. The breaths you took were deep. It was emotion you seemed to not have any control over. Air fills your lungs whole, taking the time to ruminate within the cavity before rapidly escaping. This pattern was endless, restless. You attempt to break this repetitive action. But your agency would not seize control over this action. Frustrated at the lack of progress, you gave up with this effort. Instead, you focused your attention on the rest of your body. It was all felt so numb, buzzing. Thud. Loud crashing seemed to echo around you. Before it abruptly stopped. You tried to move. Nothing. You attempt to be more specific. Your arm. Nothing. Your shoulder. Nothing. Your elbow. Nothing. Your wrist. Nothing. Yep. Your fingers. Nothing. It's like you can't feel anything. Numb all over. You felt it hit like you felt it hit you like a dagger. The agonizing realization. Your efforts were truly futile. A creeping sensation followed. Desperation. You knew it would soon swallow you whole. If you weren't able to control your own breath, you at least knew that the lingering dread would. It would choke you, drive you insane if you truly let it. You succumb to its overwhelming presence. You focused on the repetitive pattern of your breath. Inhale, exhale, calm down. I just had to, for me, when I have an asthma attack, breathe. That, like, I have to literally take a breather. You have trained and prepared yourself to overcome stressful situations. To persevere in the face of pressure. Now, let's try this again. I'll focus on my shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers. I will say fingers first. Nothing. Let's try again. He felt a slight movement. It felt diminutive. He almost questioned if you were perceiving it correctly, but you were certain it was there. You focused entirely on the movement. Move. Please, move more. You recall the piano lessons you were given as a young girl. Oh, how you hated the practice. You were forced to sit with a grumpy elder woman who would criticize your every move. The piano was situated right in front of the large, decorated window. The outside world would tantalize you as the session continued. Clear blue skies, the refreshing breeze, the comforting rays of the sun. Yet you continued to play. You would prove yourself to be the perfect daughter. You would be the perfect ruler. Your fingers played the songs you have memorized. Every note is perfectly performed. You could feel the sensation stretch through your arm, your entire body, and then suddenly, your breath hitched and staggered out. You realized a shaky grasp. You felt yourself gain control over your lying body. Your fingers gently traced the surface below you. A bed. Your eyes flutter open. Here is our Yandere. I like the design. You stared at the handsome man in front of you. He leans on the edge of the mattress and softly looks into your eyes. A bewildered expression paints his face. It's actually worked. I see that you're finally awake. What? A shining object in his hand catches your eye. Are you a prince? Well, of course. I'm Prince Charming. I'm not, Snow White, or was it Snow White? Or was it, Sleeping Beauty? You're once a one and only, my beauty. Oh, it was Snow White. I remember from, Ever After High. What happened? What exactly do you remember? Your thoughts feel fuzzy. And Sleeping Beauty, I think. Was it? The more you tried to recall, the more your brain stung. It was a night of my coronation. And then someone gave me a poison eye pill? A poison apple? Well, I can't seem to recall. I see. What exactly happened? What's going on? Well, I saved you. From what? Saved me? Yes. From a terrible curse. You see, an evil sorcerer cursed you in endless sleep. So did you? I am Snow White then. A curse that would only be lifted by true love's kiss. But our true love is Yandere. That did seem familiar. A Yandere prince. Is that so? A sorcerer, you could say? You say? You place a finger over your lips and you proceed this information. You place a finger over your lips as you process this information. I must have been cursed at my coronation then. You think so? Actually? How do you know I was cursed? Were you the one that did it? How could I not know? Everyone does. It's not every day a New Hound roar gets cursed. I can't say I know the specifics though. Would have guessed it to have occurred on your coronation. How awful to have such a moment ruined by the action of letters. Yeah, this is all a bit much to process, especially after just having woken up. But there's so much left to understand. What should I say? True love, you kissed me? Who are you exactly? Where are we? How long have I been asleep? I want to know if it... Okay. How long have I been asleep? How long have I been asleep? There's so much for us to discuss. Let's do this when you gather your strength. I bet this is a lot for you right now. We don't need to rush into everything just yet. I suppose my body still feels tired. We could try to pry some more later. Where are we? He glanced around the room. It didn't seem familiar at all. Where are we exactly? A tower. Are you gonna have me locked up and have to do a Rapunzel? A tower? Your tower. A tower. How did you even find me here? Oh, well, I heard many rumors of a sleeping princess. Almost thought I wouldn't find you, but... So I'm Sleeping Beauty then. Like, I wouldn't want to know how long. Was it like 100 years? It seems like the fate long for us to be together. Rumors of sleeping princess. It happens all the time. Just how long exactly have I been asleep? What if the owner of the tower still is around here? I checked the premises. We're fine. but I always be here to protect you. Who are you exactly? So, who are you exactly? I thought I just told you. I'm your Prince Charming. Your true love. Yeah, there's so many Prince Charmings, you have to be specific. No, I mean, you're a complete stranger to me. Right. Do you have a name? Well, you can always call me yours. I mean, there's other Yanders that probably have a list, have that as their pickup line too. This doesn't seem to be going anywhere for you. Let's continue prying later. You kissed me? So this curse required a true love's kiss, right? Does that mean you kissed me? I did. Maybe, I'm gonna say, maybe he's lying. But only on your cheek, of course. The curse. It never actually specified where the kiss should be placed. It probably was applied to be on the lips, probably. I wouldn't even do that sort of thing without your consent. I have a feeling he's lying about that. You feel a sense of relief wash over your body. Besides, when we have our first kiss, I think we should both be present. When we have our first kiss? Well, I am your true love after all. We're meant to be together. So true love doesn't mean soulmate, right? It's a different thing. Because I still think I was lying. You couldn't tell if the leaf had completely washed over your body or not. True love. The curse. True love, you say? What an odd requirement for a curse. Well, there is a lot of that in fairy tales, so I could joke about it all I want, but how does someone even come up with that? I agree. It's unusual. I say the Grimm Brothers, and whoever wrote the originals prior to the Grimm Brothers, perhaps they didn't flatter you would ever find your true love. Good thing it seems as though your love triumphs all. I suppose that makes sense. That didn't seem entirely impossible. You were even labeled as a cold-hearted. You were often labeled as cold-hearted by those who didn't know you. It never bothered you. You knew who you were inside, and who you wanted to be perceived as when you became a ruler. Competent and strong. Yet, this whole situation still didn't quite make sense to you. You still had no idea how to proceed the whole true love topic. How exactly do you know that was the solution? He's probably trying to save multiple. He just pulls out a copy of the Grimm Brothers fairy tales. This. I didn't. At first, I mean, I've heard rumors of the conditions the sorcerers place on the curse. Heard rumors? Yes. Others have come, tried to break the curse, and failed. But seems as though fate sealed us together. It's true love. Not just anyone could break you from that curse. We were just destined to be together. We should leave. Well, Prince Charming, thank you for saving me. I'm out of here. We should probably get going. Last I recall, I was at my coronation. I didn't understand completely what happened, but All I know is that my kingdom needs me. Why, of course. Gotta find out where it was 100 years ago. But, you see, I just got done slaying a dragon on my way to rescue you. A dragon? Don't worry. I'm alright. I'm a tough guy, you know. It'll take more than a measly dragon to take me down. Still, I'm just a bit out of breath is all. Let's say stay here for a bit, just as I gather my strength. You just woke me up. I like to recover my strength enough to protect you. There could be another dragon lurking nearby. I can go find the dragon to go ride it. Besides, you need to take it easy for a bit. Just until the curse wears off entirely. You wouldn't want to fall asleep while attempting to reassure yourself, your kingdom, that everything is fine, right? When is it going to tell us that our kingdom's probably gone? It's been 100 years. You look incompetent in front of them all. And that's the last thing you are. I bet they'll panic. I should. Okay, we'll do rest for now. Thank you for understanding. You feel a sensation linger in your body. Could the curse have some kind of side effects? Rumble, or hungry. Oh. It's just your stomach. I could try to see what I can find. You cling onto the charming sleeve in an attempt to rise from the bed. Wait. Let him go. Never mind. He let go of his sleeve and rest your body into the mattress. He gives you a kind smile. You glance away from him, not completely sure what to say. Your ears perk up slightly as shuffling form moves towards the doorframe. You're not sure what to feel about him. This is also overwhelming. For someone who sought perfection in all aspects, it's embarrassing to admit you're completely clueless in the situation. Charming's figure pops back in for the doorframe. Also, try not to snoop around here. He raises an eyebrow as comment. He seems to pick on your suspicion. I mean, I'm sure you'll find something interesting things in here, but this place is unknown to both of us, right? Just because I slay the dragon to get to you doesn't mean that there are traps around. Well, I'm gonna go explore anyway. That dragon could have been a mother. I don't think the babies will be in the tower. What if there's a baby dragons around? I adopt the baby dragons. I heard their fire breath is 1,000 times hotter than those of an adult dragon. Or even worse. There could be... Charming's voice lowers down to whisper. Spiders around. Oh, don't worry, I'm not scared of spiders. Maybe one of them bite me to be radioactive. Spiders? Charming shoots a teasing wink. Don't worry, I won't be long. If he comes to harm you, I am here to protect you. I've saved you once. I'm willing to do it again and again, as many times as it's necessary. You watch as Charming leaves the room. His footsteps become more and more distant until you can't hear them at all. So, I'm gonna rest. You feel your body relax into the surface below. The tension washes off, It was as if your form melted into the mattress. This bed isn't the worst place to be while under the sleeping curse. In the silence of the room, your mind couldn't help spiraling. No matter how hard you tried to fight off, the thoughts spur into your head. Just how exactly did I get here? I've been avoiding truly thinking about it now, how I found myself in these circumstances. At this moment, though, there's nothing but time to think. My creation, the night that represented the cultivation of my entire existence, my efforts, my desire, my only purpose. How could I clearly remember that night? That night was a mark of my new life, the one I've worked so hard to achieve. Why would I have been cursed that night? He pondered deeply, so he could have us. Had you done something to upset someone? Even if you did, what would have compelled them, any sorcerer at the corporation, to go against the law, against their own kingdom, against their own community? There was no way it was something you had done, right? Wow, your expression is so focused. What? Your face heated up as Charming's face drew closer to yours. He takes his time to examine your face's features. Slowly, his eyes connect to yours. Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. It's just that you make a really cute face when you're so deep in thought. How long have you been here? Been there? Not long. I kept calling your name, but you were really lost in your own thoughts. Oh, I didn't realize, sorry. Is everything alright? You shoot him an expression that reads, what do you think? Charming quickly picks up your reaction. Ah. Oh, I mean, obviously, you're not under these circumstances, but what I want to say is, would you like to talk about it? I can't imagine what's you're going through right now, but talking about it might help. Charming's last sentence comes out as more of a question than a statement, but still comes off rather comforting. You release a deep sigh from your lips. It's just that I was thinking more about the curse, and I was just wondering if it's my fault. Charming stays silent. His eyes blink rapidly, as if struggling to process what you just said. Your fault? I fear I might have done something to upset one of the sorcerers at my corporation to curse me. Did you recall doing something like that? Well, no, but I can't really remember anything about the night of my creation. What if I did? Do you believe yourself to be a person capable of doing that? No, but people might just look at me and go, nah, I don't like them. Then I'm a bit surprised by your logic. Instead of just being mad at those who wronged you, you're putting the blame onto yourself. It's like, yes. How about we get you straightened up? Here. Charming places a dish of food onto the bed. Stand next to you. I found some things that was able to pair a simple dish. You made this? Why surprise? Do you doubt my cooking abilities? It's not that. I'm just surprised you found all this. This place seems... Oh, yeah. It's good to know this place is not empty. We'll be pretty comfortable here. You begin to eat from the dish in front of you. It's delicious. I'm glad you like it, princess. You take your time, enjoy the dish. By the time you're done, it has gone dark out. A yawn escaped your lips. It's getting dark. I guess we should probably go to bed. Do you have anywhere to sleep? Oh, yeah. While I was looking around, I found some other rooms. I'll sleep there. Do you really think it'll be okay to sleep in this tower? What if the owner comes back? We'll be fine. You noticed it yourself already, haven't you? This place seems pretty abandoned. Then why was I here? But I regained a lot of my strength, so there's nothing to worry about anyways. I'll always protect you. You start to get comfortable in bed. Alright then. Good night, Charm. Wait! Maybe we should keep getting to know each other. What? Let's talk more. Or we could, Charming frankly looks around the room, his eyes locking with the bookshelf in the corner. Read. It would probably be better to rest. We want to have energy for tomorrow. But what's worrying you? Aren't you scared at all? Oh, about still being cursed or something? Do not wake up again. You were... No, not... Like, go back... This goes back to bed. The thought... I was like having a good dream right there. The thoughts couldn't leave your mind, despite all the efforts you made to ignore it. But there was something that brought you ease of mind. Of course I am. But... You save me again, won't you? Right. I will. Haha. Despite giving you a bright smile, that the worried expression didn't leave his face completely. You were expecting a more comforting reaction than that. If you really gave thought of your fear, you knew that it would start to drive you insane. Though I would probably go, I'm not tired, I've been sleeping for how long now? Hey, could you read me one of those books? Charming lets out a nervous chuckle. He, of course. Shuffling himself across the room, Charming scans bookshelf before selecting a book. He sits on your side, beginning to read. Once upon a time, in the land far, far away. To be continued. Assist. No! Wait, it's not an option. Waiting's not an option. Not when my people are in danger. Seconds are crucial in these circumstances. We need to take action. But, Princess, you just woke up. I'm not sure you're stable enough condition yet to... You're right. I'm glad you're starting to reconsider. You're right that I just woke up. And I can't rest. No, not until the lives of my people are no longer at stake. I appreciate your concern, but I can manage. The lives of my kingdom are much more important. I can't take time to rest. You must understand. I can't say I can. But I can't lie. Your passion is contagious. You really are something, huh? You know, that's a good trait for a leader. Charming seems to mumble himself. No, for a roar. Your eyes stare directly into Charming's own. I need to leave now. It's like, okay, I do need to save that one. So I can do both. Come with me. You outstretch your hand towards Charming. You claimed to have fought off a dragon to get to me, didn't you? Yes I did. Why? Please, come with me. Huh? The truth is, you contemplate your response. This was the first time you had ever felt the loss of control. I don't know I don't know what to expect out there. It could be a nuke or fallout. And you could be pretending to be a prince. I mean, I didn't even understand what happened to me. But I don't need to know to recognize that there's greater danger afoot. I need all the allies I can. Can I confess something to you? I'm a fraud. I mean, I'm supposed to be a prince in shining armor. The brave hero that saves the princess. The brave hero who saves the day. Yet, you're the most courageous person out there. The world is truly blessed to have a ruler like you. You really are deserving of everything you set yourself to achieve. Charming's arm seems to jolt a little. The sun movement startles you slightly. Well, you say that right? You saw that right? Charming places his arm into your outstretched hand. Stretched hand. I think I got chills. You can't help but let out a chuckle as remark. I would love nothing more than to be by your side in your ventures. You begin to get up from the bed, and clench onto his arm with your other hand. I'm glad to hear. Let's get going. Time is of the essence. You grasp out of the unexpected force pushing you back into the bed. Excuse my force. It's just that I'm not exactly done confessing things to you. What does he mean by that? I want to tell you the truth. You deserve to know it. I should tell you. Intensely staring in his eyes, there's a sense of deep conflict within the man in front of you. Then tell me. It's like, what are you hiding? The truth is, well, you see, it's actually quite funny when you think about it. Actually, not at all. I don't know what you're talking about because you're just acting like a character AI. I'm not sure why I said that. It's just that your hands cup his face, causing him to freeze and stop rambling. Tell me. The truth is, I can't let you leave this tower. The grip of your hand tying and aggressively bringing his face towards your own. Charming's heartbeat was rapid. Its echo would be heard throughout the room. You can't let me? Let me? No. Let me remind you that the lives of my people are at stake. Charming shakes his head, shakes under your grip. Let me rephrase that. Go on. What I meant to say is that we can't leave this tower at all. At all? At least for a while. That curse of yours? It wasn't just placed on you, you know, but rather on the whole kingdom. The grip of your hands loosened entirely. What do you... Everyone is asleep. No. That can't be. It's contagious. That's why we can't leave. Then how did you get up here, Prince Charming? The Charming looks at the ground, silent and contemplating. He gently takes a hold of your hand and places his arm around the back of your waist for support. Here, look. He leads you out of the bed and towards the grand window. The view of outside is a vast forest that seems to be almost endless. Just how far away was this tower? Look below. And glance at Charming before looking down towards the bottom of the tower. Is that a body lays there slouched over, motionless? I told you, everyone is asleep. Why do you think I'm so convinced about fate being sealed? Sealed ours as true of. There's no other explanation as how I was able to get to you without being consumed by the curse on my journey. But How? I thought you said the tower was far away. That you even had trouble finding me here. Why is that person outside? You're quite observant. Very detailed to ornate. Shouldn't have expected less from you, I suppose. You're right. I almost didn't find you. There's a reason there's a guy there is because he was a person I had company in my search to find you. I'm gonna take a guess and say he was our true love and you got rid of him, terminated him. But the horrible curse got to my dear friend. It's contagious, the curse I mean. So I knew it would get to me too. That's why I quickly climbed your tower and placed a kiss on your cheek. And if I wasn't your true love, then you would be sleeping. I hoped I could at least be able to wake you up, even if I wasn't going to make it. I really did think I was going to succumb to the curse. But I was surprised to find that it worked. True love's kiss. I'm not sure when the curse will lift from theirs, but we can observe from up here until it's safe for us to leave. Just because I was able to wake you up doesn't mean the curse won't get to us if we leave. I wouldn't forgive myself if I couldn't protect you. So let's stay here, alright? Stay with Charming. You walk over the bed and lay down once more. Charming lets out a satisfied hum and follows you to your lead. Thank you for your understanding. You feel a sensation linger in your body. Could the curse have some kind of side effects? Okay. No, I can do this. An indescribable feeling crawls on your spine. Everything Charming said felt like excuses. Ingenuous. You somehow understand that if you went along with it, you would never be able to leave. To escape. It was now or never. You begin to sprint. Wait! Charming attempts to reach you, but you rapidly dodge his touch. Your body aches at the abrupt movement, motion off the bed. It felt as if you weren't fully in control of your body yet. Regardless, you pushed on forward. You didn't know where you were going, but it didn't matter. You just needed to get away from this tower. You could gather yourself after. An overwhelming stinging strikes your stomach at the sight in front of you. An endless spiraling staircase. Your legs ache at the sight, as if warning you. It might be too much for you right now. But this is only exit. Why in? You jolt at the sound of Charming's voice, gathering closer and closer. Hide. No, your legs won't make it. Frantically scanning the area around the staircase, you find a corner you could hide in. You hurry off to the spot and stay still, place a hand over your mouth to muffle the sound of your frantic breathing. Why, wait! Come back! You listen as Charming's voice becomes louder and gradually fades down the steps. He's gone. For now, at least. You let out a shaky sigh of relief. I can't get comfortable just yet. I should look around the tower. I should look around the tower here while he's gone. To be continued. Head to the woods. You wait in your hiding spot for a long time, to the point that you're not quite show how much time passed. To the point that you're not quite sure how much time passes. It's dangerous, but my best bet is to get as far away from here as possible. I can't stay here. You poke your head to the corner you hid and scanned your surroundings. Nothing. Good. You decide to have. You're going to have to go down the steps and make a run for it. You hope Charming had gone far away by now. You scramble down the steps carefully and bolt into the random direction. It didn't matter where you were headed. You just needed to be away from this tower, away from him. Your senses were on high alert. He didn't seem to be nearby at all. Good. He must have gone far to try to look for you. You don't know how long you ran, but you didn't stop until you weren't physically able to continue. A shaky breath escaped your lips. Your legs begin to buckle from exhaustion. You fall into the ground below, gathering your breath. Your eyes scan around you. It's gone really dark out. Maybe you could rest here until morning. Ah, there you are, my beauty. Uh-oh, your breath hitches. Or Yandere, I almost didn't think you would show up. But, I someone knew I would find you here. How? I thought I lost you. How did you find me? You're the one who found me, princess. Charming pulled your arm towards him and places your hand onto his chest. You could feel his rapid heartbeat under your fingers. Charming hums at your touch. Stop running from me, princess. We're meant to be. I mean, why else would you have ran into this exact place? It's true if it is fate. Charming takes your hand and places it on his face. He practically melts into your touch. I'm all yours, so please stay with me, lion. To be continued. Snoop. I'm not staying put. Yes, I admit my body is tired right now. But it's just that I hate being undermined. I appreciate that Charming wants to protect me, but my whole life has been trained to be resilient. I'm capable of taking care of myself. Honestly, I bet I could find some useful information around here. Now let's see. I might as well see what I can find in this room first. Yours. To be continued. To be continued. Bookshelf. Your fingers trace the bodies of books lined in the bookshelf. Your eyes scan the many tiles. You wait for them to stand out to you. Well. What do we have here? You pointed index finger stopped the search and froze on a singular book titled Spellbook. Oh wow. So our prince is probably our sorcerer. These books are hard to come by. Only the greatest of sorcerers have access to this material. Find this only infers your suspicion of having been cursed by one of the greatest sorcerers that attend your coronation. Should I look inside? Yes, I should look inside. The book is promising. Perhaps I could learn more about the curse. Begin to flip through the pages of the book. As you skim around the material, you chuckle slightly to yourself. If I really want, I could even find a curse to use myself. It's like curse charming. It's like, should I say that? I was like, yes. Keep looking for your curse. What am I even thinking? Intrusive thoughts can be crazy at times. Let's keep looking. My curse should be in here somewhere. Flipping through the book, you finally land on the page you searched for. The curse of eternal slumber. To be continued. Curse charming. Although it was originally enters of thought, it started to take form and prevalence in your mind. Charming's ladder. Suspicious. I only stayed because I just woken up and I barely regained self-control over my body again. I know too much, too little of this situation, and I need to be there for my kingdom as a ruler. The only truth is that I can only trust myself. I mean, is he even really a prince? I assume so while I was in days. But in the end, he's a stranger. I need to get out of here. I didn't quite understand his intentions. That makes him quite dangerous. He flipped back towards the first page of your spellbook. You've known many sorcerers through your rank as a royal. Every ruler has a right-hand sorcerer. So you got a pretty basic understanding of some things. But you're nowhere near being a great sorcerer. I should stick to the introductory spells. What I choose to be cast will definitely not last long. It'll be temporary, so I must do this right. Although after I curse charming, I think I must escape. Crowbane, P Hex, Amphibian Hex. I'm gonna do Amphibian Hex. You bounce the spellbook onto your bookshelf and outstretch your arm outward, and your hands cupped together. Taking a glance at the spell, you mumble the incantation, repeating the words endlessly until a filled teacup appears from midair. Delicate flight of falling down, adored by blood-red roses. Tea? How am I supposed to get him to drink? You freeze as footsteps inch closer and closer. How do I get Charming to drink the cursed tea? It's like, okay, we're gonna do this. Kiss him. You were going to have to get him to drink it. To be continued. Convince him. You're going to have to convince him. I found something and was able to prepare a simple meal for you. Charming carefully places the plate on the bedside table and stares at you. Charming looks down at the delicate object in your trembling hands. Where did you get that? Shoot. You left her no time to prepare a plan. You just have to wing it. Magic! The bookshelf. Magic. To be continued. The bookshelf. I got it from the bookshelf. Your trembling hand pointing at the bookshelf in the corner of the room. The bookshelf? Yeah, just gave me water. Gave me tea. Yes. You mentally slap yourself. You weren't meant to lie. No. Hope it isn't lost yet. Since you're a princess, you probably know this already, but Prince, you know how every ruler has their right-hand sorcerer, right? Right, of course. Well, I spent a lot of time observing the sorcerers that would come to the castle. I met many of differing abilities. Did you now? I learned a bit. Just very basic spells. I know you told me not to snoop, but from the corner of my eye I saw a spellbook, and I wanted to make you this as a thank you. You have been so nice to me. I want to make it up to you for all your troubles. I know it's not much, but I thought using a spell to make you some tea would be nice. You gently place the tea in Jay's hands. Wow, I'm not sure what to say. This is very kind of you, Princess. He grabs the tea from your hands. Thank you. You try to keep the gentle smile on your face. You don't want to show your true intentions, at least not yet. Charming takes a sip and gives you a smile. Yes, he's actually drank it. He kept a calm composure, although your thoughts ran wild. Transformation? Eck! Charming pins you to the ground. But why did you not convince him? Did your face give it away? How? Charming turns his face to the side and spits out the tea. He stares into your eyes. Clever girl. But sadly not clever enough. Do you know cursed tea has a particular taste? In all honesty, it's very faint. Not just anyone could discern it. But I'm not just anyone. A sicky feeling engulfs your body. You close your eyes as you expected the worst. Don't worry, my beauty. I'm not mad at you. Although perhaps just a little disappointed, I suppose. Charming softly caresses your face with his thumb, his voice lowering to a hushed whisper. I won't hurt you, nor force you to drink any cursed liquid. You look up at him. Really? Of course. After all, I don't have to. Poof, poof. Ribbit, ribbit. Charming held his hand out for a little frog in front of him. The frog leaped into his grasp. I'll always love you no matter what, lion. Whether you're a worm or a frog. Perhaps this way I could better protect you. Baden, I love you, even if you were a frog. To be continued. Okay, that was Charming Beauty. If you want my content, please subscribe, like, do, help out, and comment below. See you guys next time.